Considered some of the softest, whitest sand on the face of the earth, the beaches of Siesta Key draw hundreds of thousands of visitors each year. For those that live here full-time, having the sand between their toes never gets old. Today on Ready, Set, Renovate, we meet a local who wants to make the most of his beach view from the top. Mike Holderness is a longtime resident of Siesta Key. He and his best friend Karma never tire of roaming the gorgeous sugar sand shoreline. Mike recently purchased this iconic home built in 1940. It sits just 30 steps from the beach. He wants to keep the historic integrity of the outside, but hopes to turn the interior into a spa-like environment and add a rooftop lounge area to make the most of the stunning Gulf views. So Michael, I look around this kitchen, and for most people, this would be the after shot, but this is what you're starting with, and you're gonna change it all out.
We have to. We're in a beach community, and the sand is right there, and I wanna walk in this kitchen, not have it so formal, just let it feel like you're on vacation. It's like my sanctuary, you know? I love the beach, I love being outdoors, so just wanna have that relaxing feeling when I come home.
You have an inspiration piece right here in the middle of the kitchen.
I do. If you notice the outside of the house, I mean, it's eclectic. It's, you know, from the 40s. The problem that I see with most homes when you have that kind of exterior is they change the interior to fit like what's in today, what everybody else is doing, cookie cutter.
So what all is changing in here?
Everything.
Everything,
you know?
Okay.
Yep. We're gonna start with the cabinets.
Okay.
We're gonna lighten these up.
Okay.
A little bit of a more light color, wood grain, like a driftwood.
Okay,
you know, that was my inspiration for the cabinets, is kind of keep it like something that came out of the ocean.
Right.
The countertops, we want to kind of, again, stay with the style of the outside. So we want to do more of a traditional, just square edge on them, nice and thick, maybe a white quartz.
Okay.
Kind of something like that. For the bar, we're going to cut this in half.
Okay.
Shorten it up so it gives more access to the outside, which is very important. You know, the pool's right there.
It's so pretty in here. You have these beautiful stone floors and all this light that comes in from the second level.
Yeah, it really is. It's nice and bright, and you know, it's all open to the second floor with the little balcony all the way around it. And the floors, you know, they're kind of from the outside too, so we're going to leave these. It's cut coral, so it fits in really good with the beach, you know, theme kind of. We got a lot of other things going on in here. We're going this wall here, shiplap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that on this one, build a nice entertainment center under the TV. So we'll just clean it up a little bit, level 5 finishes on all the walls. With the constant siege of humidity, wind, and salt, Mike is glad his beach house has been built to last. It's poured concrete, steel beams.
Wow.
I mean, it's a bomb shelter. I mean, it's so solid, and that's why it kind of stand the test of time.
Right.
I mean, this house, the bones of it are as good as the day they were built. The gentleman I purchased it from went through and put all new hurricane windows in it, hurricane straps, brought it up to every bit of code you could.
Okay, so you feel pretty secure that the structure is sound and you don't have any issues like that. You can just kind of focus on the cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. This house is really, really solid.
Off of this second floor balcony, you're gonna make some changes out there.
Yeah, the whole house is concrete. The balcony is frame, and it's at that age where it needs to have a new coating put on there and a little bit of the wood redone. So instead of doing that, I opted to completely rip it off the house and do a poured concrete balcony.
Okay, well that sounds like a pretty involved project.
It is. It's not as bad as you'd think it was. Yeah, they come in, they frame it, they pour it. So when you frame them to rebuild them anyway, it's not too much difference. There's a lot of structural issues that come into play because you have so much weight up there.
Right.
Once those are addressed, I mean, it's not too difficult. These doors lead out to the balcony.
Oh, this is pretty. It looks right over the pool.
Yeah, and here's the good part. This is where we're adding the spiral staircase up to the rooftop deck.
So you'll be able to come right out of this bedroom and go right up to the party pad.
Yeah, it'll be really neat though. We're do like I said earlier, a green roof, so it'll give you that same feeling, you know, that you're still in touch, terra firma, right, with nature. So When you're standing up there, you see all the way from North Siesta to South Siesta from the rooftop deck.
So just pure views of the Gulf of Mexico right out there.
Yeah, turquoise water as far as I can see.
With a budget of $80,000 and a timeline of only 2 months, Mike and I jump in to help on demo day.
All right, so push and then easy.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
Walk right out.
Pretty good, huh?
Go
Okay.
more. Right in the middle.
All right.
Since the cabinets, countertops, and appliances are in great shape, Mike was able to find them a new home.
I had some friends working on his house, and they knew that I needed a kitchen, and so they connected us. You know, minus 1 or 2 cabinets, it's gonna be almost a perfect fit, I think. It's a beautiful kitchen, and it would be a shame to, you know, throw something out like that.
The team takes extra care with Igor's future kitchen, but when they start removing the backsplash, there's a splash they weren't expecting. Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate.
Mike, I'm so glad we weren't doing that demo when this happened.
That's right.
Oh my God, what happened?
I think we just got a little too close in with the salt trying to get out the backsplash.
Hey guys, we're here with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates on a big window install. This homeowner is pretty excited that she's getting all new windows.
Yeah, it's going to make a big difference. There was a lot of things she wanted to change about her windows, so she's going to be really happy with the decision she made.
If she'd seen this, she definitely wanted to change this. This is a piece of wood that's been in here for quite a while. This house was built in the late 60s. You can see the water damage up here. The caulk is all broken up, and this is where you start to have problems.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that she was concerned about. The windows weren't sealed properly, and we don't know for how long they weren't sealed properly, but she was starting to see signs on the interior of the home that she really needed to change out. And when we removed the window, you can really see that there was significant water damage and weathering towards the wood that was in there.
Right, so that one's going in the trash, and she has all new pressure treated wood on the interior framing of the window.
Yeah, we put that in. We just finished that part of the installation. That way we can, what we're installing the windows to, we're going to adhere to something that's really strong and make sure that it's also waterproofed and that she doesn't have those same problems once we're done.
Right. Well, and the first thing you guys did, you can see through the window here that they put up plastic, and it's all over the house because it's sort of like the Hippocratic Oath for doctors, right? At first, do no harm. So you can't mess anything up in the house, and your guys are extremely careful about that.
And it's probably the one thing that we hear the most from the homeowners when we are doing the installations. Their expectations were, because it is construction, we're removing windows and we're doing a lot of work, that they think it's going to be a lot of dust and debris, and they're really happy with how well the area gets contained and they're able to stay in the home and really not have the dirt and the mess associated with a lot of these construction projects.
All right, well, at the end of today, she's going to have brand new double pane windows that will bring her added security and safety, and it's going to make this cute little house look even better.
Yeah, for sure. She's going to really be happy with how everything turned out, for sure.
All right, thanks so much, Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. If you'd like more information, you can visit FHAproducts.com.
Peninsular Pest Control. Termites are still swarming, and you need to defend your home. Get $100 off a new Centricon Always Active Termite Elimination System. Enjoy your home while we defend it from termites. Peninsular Pest Control since 1954.
Lily, help. Everyone in the house is online and I can't get enough bandwidth to video chat with my book club.
Try 1 gig internet with AT&T Fiber. You get more bandwidth and HBO Max included, so everyone stays entertained.
So I can just watch the show instead of reading the book?
Oh, well, I guess you could still read the subtitles.
Get entertainment-grade 1 gig internet with AT&T Fiber, now with HBO Max included. Bundle with AT&T TV for $39.99 a month each for a year. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877 only ATT.
Whenever you see a lawyer bragging they got their client money, the question you really have to ask is, what was that case really worth if it was handled by a great lawyer? Look, $100,000 sounds like a lot of money, but not if you had a life-changing injury. You know who else knows this? Insurance companies. They know which firms are real and which will fold, and they hope you'll hire the wrong law firm. all law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
In times of catastrophe and disaster, look to the first responders. In times of emergency and danger, look to your first informers with the Weather Authority on The Morning Show. Tracking severe threats minute by minute, pinpointing every change to expect.
Giving you about a 6-minute window.
Keeping you prepared with a plan in place as soon as you wake up.
We'll be here with you to take you through
breaking weather alerts so you can protect your family. The Weather Authority on The Morning Show, Channel 4, the local station.
When you walk in this house, I want you to feel like you're at the beach, like have that vibe.
It's day one of the renovation on Mike's 2,500 square foot beach house. His team is almost finished demoing the kitchen when his water view suddenly becomes a little too close for comfort.
Mike, I'm so glad we weren't doing that demo when this happened.
I think we just got a little too close in with the salt, trying to get out the backsplash.
Yeah.
We went a little deep.
What's going to happen here? Because there's water all over the floor. The wall is all wet now.
Not a big deal. We'll get in here, wipe it up, throw in some floor fans, dry it all out, patch that PVC, and be off to the races.
As Mike waits for the plumber to arrive, the team gets started on the fireplace demo. After all the slate is off, the heavy stone mantle is carefully removed. The team will install marble-look subway tiles and then hang a new wood mantle with the same undertones as the kitchen cabinets. 2 pretty antique corbels will be placed underneath to achieve the blend of old and new that Mike is going for. Outside, the massive job of removing the second floor balcony begins.
We're going to rip that off today, frame it in, get ready for the concrete to come.
So that's all going to get cleared away. The whole thing is going away. And then what's going to be taking its place?
Pretty much the same thing, but it'll be poured out of concrete, which will hold the spiral staircase going up to the rooftop deck.
Okay, so the idea is you want to have a completely separate entertaining space.
Yeah, someplace to go and just kind of relax, look at the golf and just get away from everything.
Yeah, so you're going to be helping out back there today with the demo?
A little bit.
A little?
Yeah, typically I get in the way, cause more damage.
The team starts by removing the railing and patio furniture. Gusty winds make it difficult to work around the landscaping. Once the gutters are pried off, the team can take down the rest of the balcony, including the water-damaged framing. It takes another day of work to erase all signs of the old structure and make way for the rebuild. Constructing the new second-floor balcony is no easy task. The team measures carefully and uses metal poles called shores to support the wood framing. It takes the crew the entire day, but once the framing is in place, it's full speed ahead.
Concrete trucks out front, getting ready to pour the new lanai. A lot of people use frame, which is fine, but we're in a humid environment. This house is poured concrete, so I figured the best thing to do is have the concrete lanai, but it also will hold the weight of the spiral staircase.
Contractor Jesse Hostetler says working this close to the water makes an already tough job even tougher.
We're in a beach environment. I mean, literally within steps, there's sand. Is this kind of a challenging situation to try to do construction and bring in a truck on these narrow roads?
It is. I mean, the logistics are definitely tight here. Just not having a lot of room to get around. We have to manually hand all the material back here. So that adds a degree of challenge to it. Plus we have a lot of trees here, so finishing the concrete is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but the guys have the right tools and the knowledge to do it. So this is a reinforced concrete deck, so it's about 9 inches thick, and it is attached to the existing house. So this type of construction is going to be great for the saltwater environment. It's going to hold up for years and years and years to come. We have all the post shores set in place right now to handle the weight. We have about 12,000 pounds of concrete that we're going to be placing today.
12,000 pounds. That's a lot.
Yeah, yes. Concrete's 5,000 psi, so it's above the standard. It's going to hold up to the environment extremely well. It prevents all the salt water from corroding the rebar inside. We have double layer mat of rebar to add extra support, so we don't have any settling, cracking, or any issues down the road. So with the 5,000 psi concrete, it's going to hit a minimum of 3,000, 4,000 psi in around 14 days. hit the 5,000 PSI in 28 days. PSI is pounds per square inch. So the higher the PSI, the stronger the concrete.
Okay, so you're going for 5,000.
We're going for 5,000 PSI.
Okay, and what about the weather? I mean, you've got a nice sunny day today, no rain in sight.
Yeah, so once the concrete is poured, the rain is actually going to help it cure out faster. So we encourage the rain, you know, once the concrete's poured and cured.
So once you guys have the concrete squared away, then what's going to happen?
Yeah, so after today, it's just going to be a waiting game until it hits the cure rate. And then we'll come back and we'll strip all the forms and we'll move on to the next step of stuccoing the concrete and then getting the railing company out here to measure for the rail and get the railing installed and then finishing the deck off with some tile or stain.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, the team brings in the heavy machinery to install Mike's stairway to a little slice of heaven.
Yeah, we have a nice balcony off one of the suites, and we're doing a spiral staircase up to the rooftop balcony, and you'll have full 180-degree Gulf views.
Wow.
When faced with Hurricane Michael, one product stood strong.
Our windows helped that house survive by withstanding an impact. The testing protocol calls for the product to be impacted by some form of windborne debris, flying debris. Then it has to get cycled with negative and positive pressure, 4,500 times one way, 4,500 times the other way, and then the window still has to operate after that. Our windows were hit by windborne debris. The glass cracked, but the windows still operated. They did what they were supposed to do and protected the home.
To learn more about custom window systems, visit cws.cc.
Right now, this weekend, we've got lawyers and investigators standing by ready to help you with your accident case. Don't wait. Call Farah & Farah.
Your pets are always there when you need them. Pet Supermarket has been there too. For over 30 years, we've been your local pet store, providing the expertise, care, and essentials for you and your pet. We've worked with top brands like Blue Buffalo, Merrick, and Science Diet to lower prices on your favorite food and litter. We've introduced more ways to shop. Visit us in store or call ahead. Or shop online for fast and easy home delivery. Now more than ever, it's important to distance socially while shopping locally. Give us a try and experience the difference. Pet Supermarket.
How's the nursery?
The nursery's doing well. We're staying very busy.
You really key on that 7-day this time of the year especially.
It helps you plan your work schedule and everything else. So weather is critical to us.
Why do you trust the Weather Authority?
First of all, we watch the other weather channels too, but y'all seem to be the best.
Thank you.
We just trust y'all more than anyone else.
Dear Dad, the peace of mind I have knowing no matter what questions I have, advice I need, decisions I make, you will always be there for me is a huge reason I am the person that I am today. Happy Father's Day. Your first son, thank you for working tirelessly to be able to make our dreams come true. I will always be your little girl, and you are my superhero. To my best friend and greatest mentor, I can't express how grateful I am for you. I love you, Dad. Jacob.
I want to have everything done within 2 months.
You're doing a whole house renovation in 2 months. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got it on tape, so go ahead.
I'll have to pull out all my favors and get it done.
But even the biggest of favors can't speed up the concrete curing process. The payoff, though, is that Mike's second-floor balcony is solid as a rock. After curing for about 4 weeks, it can now support the quarter-ton spiral staircase Mike had custom made. Working a crane through the uneven sand takes care, skill, and a lot of patience. The new staircase is lifted over the top of the 2-story house and will be lowered to the balcony. 500 pounds dangling on the end of a rope hoist is a bit unnerving, but the team helps guide it to the right spot with steady hands. The last step on the stair install is to secure it to the concrete deck. Mike is thrilled with the look, and now that he has access to the rooftop, he can't wait to put the finishing touches on his view from the top.
We have grass going in on top of the roof to kind of, just give it more of that inviting, natural feeling. Yeah, just thinking of a nice little kind of a comfy area, a nice little place you can go up there and sit, relax, read a book or have people over, cook out.
Back inside, work in the kitchen is moving ahead. The busted pipe and soaked drywall have been replaced, and all signs of the leak are gone. When the new light gray cabinets arrive, the team starts the install right away. As usual, leveling in an older home is a challenge, but after a couple of hours, it's all starting to come together. When the countertops are delivered, the team takes extra care to seal the new quartz around the large barn-style sink. They'll try to make the seams nearly invisible for a flawless finish. In the family room, the team is laying the same subway tiles from the kitchen in a staggered vertical pattern. As the work in the kitchen and family room are nearing the finish line, Mike makes his final decision on paint.
Okay. So yeah, this we'll do in the white, like the same as baseboard. I think we use porcelain white.
Porcelain white. Yeah.
And what sheen do you recommend? Semi-gloss or some a little?
I think satin looks good.
I think satin would be good, and we'll stick with the flat on the walls.
Yeah.
Same color. Perfect.
With the punch list down to the last few items, Mike is anxiously counting the days until his wrap party.
Finish the countertops and then the backsplash and appliances. So in the fireplace, we'll probably a few more days, I'm hoping.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, it's time for champagne and sunsets.
Are you worried about hurricane season? Do your old windows make your house feel unsafe? Impact Windows and Doors can help secure your home and save you money. Call the trusted experts at FHIA and schedule your free in-home estimate today. Take advantage of 0 down, 100% financing, and payments as low as $189 per month. Learn why over 40,000 families have trusted their homes to FHIA. Call to schedule your free in-home estimate today.
You can buy a new vehicle anywhere.
But you can only get the Keith Pearson Toyota experience right here.
And a lifetime warranty.
I went to other dealerships and they played a lot of shell games behind the scene. Here at Keith Pearson Toyota, they laid everything down on the table right in front of me. Great experience.
I was able to afford a car at Keith Pearson Toyota on my college budget.
I had such a great experience. I sent all of my friends here.
Come to Keith Pearson Toyota,
Jacksonville's hometown superstore.
For a reason.
I know so many Americans are suffering loss of a loved one, suffering economic hardship. The country is crying out for leadership. Leadership that can unite us, leadership that brings us together. That's what the presidency is, the duty to care for all of us, not just those who vote for us, but all of us. But I promise you this, I won't traffic in fear and division. I won't fan the flames of hate. I'll seek to heal the racial wounds that have long plagued our country, not use them for political gain. I'll do my job and I will take responsibility. I won't blame others. You know, I've said from the outset of this election that we're in the battle for the soul of this nation. What we believe, and maybe most importantly, who we want to be, it's all at stake. When we stand together, finally as one America, we'll rise stronger than we were before.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Just a reminder that the rocket's red glare and the bombs bursting in air are brought to you this and every 4th of July by Phantom Fireworks. With state-of-the-art showrooms nationwide, we are America's #1 destination for brighter, louder, safer fireworks. Phantom Fireworks, lighting up faces in the backyards of America from coast to coast. Visit fireworks.com for a location near you.
When Mike Holderness started his renovation, the goal was to bring the beach feel he and his pup Karma love so much to the inside of their oceanside abode.
We have Karma's little bed over there, and this is going to kind of be her domain, right?
Yep. She kind of runs the roost, as you can see, off the finder ball.
I have a feeling she's going to like the new space.
Yeah, I do too.
With a major rework in the kitchen and family room, as well as a brand new outdoor balcony and rooftop lounge, their initial timeline was ambitious, to say the least.
And originally this was supposed to take 2 months.
Yeah. It took a little longer than expected.
5 months, but looking around here was totally worth it. This kitchen is just stunning.
It fits the beach, right?
Yeah, it
and
does.
Before it was a little dark and heavy, so we want to lighten it up, make it a little more fun, feel like you're on vacation, you know?
Right.
And we had it stuck with the coral floors, so that was challenging in itself to try to bring in these different tones with the tans and the browns.
Mm-hmm. The all new cabinetry in here, the countertops. How did you choose the backsplash? Because A lot of people would look at that and think, oh, it's too much the same color, you gotta have contrast, but the flow that it creates in here is gorgeous.
Yeah, and that's what I kind of wanted, was just kind of make it really soft. You know, when you come to the beach, it's about relaxing, not being, you know, having all the different things coming at you. You have enough at work with emails and phone calls and text messages. Kind of want to come in here and kind of be a little less stimulated,
right?
You know, like more like a spa,
yes,
you know, feeling. So we brought in a little old school design on the window and let it all blend together. The shiplap wall, we did a little different than normal.
Yeah.
Went ahead and stained the entire wall, and then sanded it completely back down till we start getting the white again.
It definitely has that rustic driftwood look that you were going. Tell us a little bit about that piece that's underneath the TV.
Yeah, we went ahead and we used some kind of more of like driftwood as an inspiration for the top. We used the same cabinets, and went ahead and got the some reclaimed wood, kind of bleached it out a little bit, more like driftwood, like it was in the ocean, you know, and used that, made it more of a piece of furniture.
Right. So you took some subway tiles that are really beautiful. They have all the gray tones and sort of play off of this quartz that you have in the kitchen, but you turned them vertically.
Yeah, that ceiling in there was a little bit lower with the tray, so I wanted to bring some height to that ceiling and bring in the subway from the kitchen. You know, we kind of went horizontal, you know, so there we want to go vertical, but brought in more of, again, a little bit of rustic look without going over the top. Wanted to bring in more of something that was aged, you know, to kind of bring in the outside, but keep it real clean and soft on the inside.
And the mantle is so pretty because, again, it pulls in the cabinet. So you had those corbels. They're from, you don't even know how old they are.
No, I don't. I'm guessing from the 20s.
From the 20s. Wow, that's amazing. So almost 100 years old. And then you had the wood mantelpiece made. You had that custom made.
Correct, kind of to match the countertop or the tabletop on the entertainment center.
Okay, so out of the interior renovation, what's your absolute favorite thing? Number one thing you just keep looking at and you're like, wow, that's so cool, I'm glad we did it.
Wow, that's a tough one. I do love the barn sink because, again, you know, we're trying to modernize it, but not making it feel like a new house. And having the older barn style sink in there, I think kind of really plays into that aspect with the faucet.
This is the inside, it looks amazing, but the thing you were really looking forward to was what happened outside.
That's my favorite by far. Very happy with that. Yeah, when you come up the staircase, it's just, you just start feeling like you're at the beach. You know, you're right across the street, and you just get a really cool feeling, a bird's eye view of the beach.
Is it what you had in your mind's eye?
It's better. It really is. It's a lot better. We went ahead and put grass on the roof because there's some glare, you know, from the roof surface. So we went ahead and we reinforced the roof. We don't have a lot of that ambient light, you know, from being on the beach here. It's really dark. Stars just go on forever. Yeah, we had some friends over. They seem to really enjoy it and love it, and you know, it's just a really cool spot.
Yeah. And what does Karma think?
I think Karma loves it.
Yeah.
If you would like more information about Ready Set Renovate, please visit us at ReadySetRenovate.com.